Future and puCK, the two top dogs, really, of the true NA scene, I guess I should say.
True NA scene. Well, yeah, seems fair. And yeah, excited. These two players are very the best of 69. They played against each other yesterday.
They are indeed. And it's fresh maps, fresh score. First map being Disco Bloodbath, spawning in the top left-hand side of the map. It's Infinity Gaming's Future.
And spawning in the bottom right-ish, it is the blue Protoss player from ROOTgaming, puCK.
I'm excited for this Protoss versus Terran match that we've got here. puCK, I mean, every match he comes into is just like really, really fun to watch. He has his own unique style. And then Future, kind of young and hyper-aggressive. Always fun to watch his games too. So we'll see who's gonna take it. Who do you think's gonna be the victor here?
I mean, based on the results of yesterday, you'd think it'd be Future, but
maybe puCK has learned after their best of 69.
I think so. I'm gonna put my money on puCK on this one.
For those of you unaware, puCK and Future recently played a best of 69. Yes, you heard it right. It was organized by Fear Dragon, and he played 69 matches. Or they didn't do all 69, they did 50, I think. And which is just ludicrous. Like, that is a lot of StarCraft 2, even for a pro player.
Yeah.
And so these guys really know each other.
Yeah, 35 wins to an best of 69. Now you know.
Not 34, not 33, not 36. 35 games of StarCraft 2. You gotta win versus someone like puCK.
Copenhagen says he knows what he's expecting. Is that going to be Flux Veins?
Sounds like someone who watched their entire best of 69. I wish I had time to sit down and watch a whole best of 69.
I mean, it can't be Void Rays, right?
Not versus Terran.
Okay.
I mean, wait. Are the Void Rays faster with Flux Vein than Vikings?
To the internet.
If that's the case, I'm going to cry as a Terran.
So Viking's speed is 3.85. So absolutely, yeah.
Oh, no.
Void Rays can chase them down and run away from them.
I'm just waiting for the Flux Vein cheese with a bunch of shield batteries. Then you're trying to lock onto the Void and kill it quick, but then it retreats to the shield batteries super quick.
We have to see this.
I'm kind of scared that we will, and that it'll be good. I don't want to deal with that on ladder.
You shouldn't. No normal person should want to have to deal with that.
Because it's just one of those cheeses that, like, no matter how good it seems you do, or no matter how good you are, it just seems that there's always a chance to lose to, like, that kind of, like, proxy shield battery cheese and such. Copenhagen DOS. I watched nearly 75 NANF their games. Not sure what that means. The boys are getting pulled, and puCK will roll over Future 2-1 puCK.
Oh, here we go.
That is such a bold prediction.
And apparently it was a lot of that in the best of 69 yesterday. It was a lot of all-in.
I bet there was a lot of proxies, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it's a best of 69, you want to get through that real quick. Or as quick as you can.
That's true. You really can't play that many 30-minute macro games.
Did they get it done in one day?
Probably die. I think they did.
Because I know Fear Dragon on Twitter was like, oh yeah, we'll maybe do it in 2 days, or even more than 2 days. And I was like, what? Does that even really count?
No, I'm pretty sure it's straight up finished in
Wow.
1 day, because it was just a ton of all-in.
Because I know sometimes people who do best of 69s break them up. And that's fair, because it is kind of ridiculous. But I think the true spirit of it is doing it in one sitting.
Yeah.
It's definitely on my casting bucket list to do one someday.
Be a lot of fun.
NanF is the percent sign. Afreeca gave me a warning. Huh. So you can't put a percent sign in chat? That's interesting.
That's very interesting.
Future
was-
drops a mine at the 3rd. 2 days, 30 games first day. So then they
Okay.
did 20 the next day.
That'll do.
Man, they must
Wow.
have dreamed about each other.
Yeah.
You go to bed after playing 30 matches.
No, ladder game dreams are the worst kind of dreams. I hate them so much.
I have never had a ladder game dream.
Yeah.
I don't dream much. Or I don't remember them anyway.
Yeah, same thing, I think. Oh, look, a percent sign, Copenhagen
Huh.
DOS, huh?
Is it when you add numbers to after the percent or before?
It's always funny when someone's like, check this out. And it
Try
doesn't
the
work.
numbers.
No, I just had a dream a couple months ago where I was playing against a Terran, and no matter how many times I wiped him out, I'd find a new base somewhere. It was the worst dream. I'd wipe out
That's
his main
actually-
and his natural, and then I'd get dropped, and I'm like, what? And he's got a ninja over here. That
That is
And he's got-
actually just a nightmare.
And then he's rebuilt his main. It was the worst dream of all time. Yeah, this observer play is doing pretty well against your Widowmine's future. Maybe get out of there.
Yeah,
Hey, look, it worked again, Copenhagen DOS.
that's really bizarre.
What did they say you got a warning for in particular?
puCK's going for a good old disruptor drop, by the way. Future splits the SCVs alright. Honestly, when I face a disruptor drop, I just don't bother. Because Lord knows I'm just going to clump my SCVs up more and get more of them killed.
You're like, well,
It's just better to leave things
SCVs
alone.
are dead. I'll just make it worse if I try any.
Yeah, I just queue up like 5 more SCVs and I'm like, right, that'll fix that.
That's so sad.
It's true, because like you start splitting and then you group up like half of them together and it's like, no! It is sad.
What kind of Terran are you if you can't split, honestly?
Splitting versus I'd like to see you try, Mr. Zerg.
I play Zerg. I don't need to split. Nobody ever goes for disruptors in diamonds. Oh, that was beautiful. Great split. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well, the people that do go disruptors in Diamond, or even at my level, like they just don't macro because they're so busy microing or searching for that one disruptor shot that kills your entire army.
It's true.
They're just jonesing for it, for that big hit.
Also, I don't go Roach Ravager, so Disruptor is
Oh.
really bad against Lings.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, disruptors are not great versus Lings.
No.
Wow, that's a big drop. Oh, there's stalkers though. Does
Okay.
Future commit
Ow,
anyway? No, he
ow.
doesn't.
Heck no. Smart guy.
I would commit. I'd do it. Does... Maybe, I was just gonna say, maybe the filter thinks that puCK sounds like another derogative? Too many characters or something. That's interesting.
He retyped the exact thing and it worked this
Yeah.
time. That doesn't make
That's
any
so
sense.
bizarre. Maybe he had like a space at the end? I don't know. That's really weird.
Automatic moderation never makes any sense.
These things keep me up at night. Is Future just gonna yeet on top of this? No, he's unloading.
So,
He's got Liberator.
puCK's... Alright, charge lots getting on in there, getting largely evaporated.
puCK drops the disruptor. Oh no, oh no! Okay, good split from Future.
Future split, disgustingly good.
Oh, those force fields from puCK though, just slaughtering the Marines.
puCK's getting the extended thermal lance too. He's doing the same thing Disc did that one game. He is committing to this.
Oh yeah, you got it.
I mean, I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like you can make one or two Colossus and not worry about it again if you're just
Yeah,
getting
that's true. Extended thermal lance though, it's just like, you can't touch this. The Colossus is just 60 miles away and it's still
Yeah.
shooting at you.
Those Marauders that stem forward though, they're scary.
They are.
Stem right
So
on
you
in,
just
bam,
pull the
bam,
Colossus back
dead.
and then they run into all your zealots and it's a good time. puCK's really split up right now. This is not a good time. The rest of his army's coming in. This could lead to a bit of a Future sandwich, though. The Marauders are retreating. The rest of his army is retreating. This could... Does he blink? No, he doesn't.
Not super chasing.
Is this where puCK goes on the offensive? He's up on supply. Army supply is actually dead even. More disruptors firing up. Extended thermal land seems to take years to build. Everyone confused by that little chat blip. Or maybe Copenhagen DOS is just pulling our leg. That's the fun part about bug solving.
Yeah, maybe he totally just screwed it up and it's like, oh yeah, I got auto. Alright, so we're at 83 to 86 army supply, pretty darn close. puCK's on 4 bases though, and pretty happily mining on those. Well, he just has a huge economic advantage, more disruptors in production. A lot of splash damage.
Oh, the
here.
blink. Is he going for it? The Mad Lad loses a lot of stalkers in that. He does only have 2 Colossus in with this. Colossus are so good, though.
So good.
But puCK is down on upgrades, so he's not dealing maximum damage. Really gets that one Liberator that was injured. Beautiful force fields. Future saves a lot of the units, though, but puCK's really committing. He's bleeding off a lot, though. Another warp into reinforced disruptors coming into the mix of this. Disruptors are just such a good unit for the fact that they're not disabled by EMP, so even though Future's going into that... Oh, beautiful play from puCK. That is so smart.
That is so
The Nova Stalker Blink combo. Oh, that is actually beautiful. Force fields go down once again. puCK is playing this engagement masterfully.
He really is. And I mean...
Future's pulling the boys. He's worried.
Oh, not with Colossus on the ground, though. What
dear.
are you doing?
The upgrades are not there for Future, so this is actually probably the best time for him to take a fight. Disruptors going out left, right, and center, though. Future's army is starting to dwindle. SCVs have fallen in the line of duty here, and as Future's army melts away, I think puCK is going to take it. No, he actually recalls, but just to save the Colossus and Disruptors, it would seem.
He just wiped out all the SCVs from
Yeah,
Future.
Future lost everything. And puCK on 4 bases behind this, happily mining with a whack load of disruptors.
Yeah,
He's now got his 1/1 upgrades about to be out, and even going into his +2 attack. So that is really good for the Protoss.
Yeah, he was super happy to recall out of there. No problems at all. Make it happen. Save it for another day. Come back in with more reinforcements.
Marauder gets picked off. Disruptors going out. There's tons of disruptors here. Future's going to have to split his army incredibly well. More Novas going out every time. Big hit! Oh my gosh, followed by another, and I think that's got to be it, right? That is so many dead Terran units.
I mean, army supply fairly similar. It's not like puCK can just walk in here and win.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Future just... I don't think he can afford to replace hits like that.
Just army supply is not the problem. It's really just worker supply at this point.
Yeah.
And I mean, as far as...
Poor Viking. Stalkers pushing on in. More disruptors going out. There's just so many. The Stalkers do want to take care of the Liberators. puCK is actually going to retreat here. He blinks, though, as Future's bio count is pretty darn thin. It's just like 2 Marauders.
And a landed Viking, which doesn't count.
GG. As puCK.
There it is.
He may not have won the best of 69, but he won map number 1.
Yeah, he took the first map, looking really good doing it. That is so hard to handle if you're a Terran player, is the Novas coming forward, so your bio falls back, and then the blink in to blink out the Liberators. Just disgustingly, it's hard to do, but so well timed there from puCK consistently in that game.
That was really good play. Really, really good play.
Check out the match arena we've got going. Still happening. Still have some coupon codes ready to go. Just use the code AW47 to throw free money at these players. The ones who showed up today, much appreciated, especially Future, especially puCK. So check it out. Match arena link in the chat there, just right above, you know, where everyone is typing stuff. Very easy to find that way.
All right, we'll get everyone on into the lobby. And the winner of this goes into the finals, keep in mind. Wins himself an Afreeca World.
It's a big deal here.
It is, I can tell you. There's only been like 47 victors. Future. Taking on puCK once more. I mean, puCK did just look really good there in his play. All right, the map is Ephemeron. Up in the top left-hand side of the map, it's Future.
And in the bottom right, it's puCK.
puCK indeed.
So yeah, I mean, so many Protoss are so afraid of Liberators, but you need to blink into them to take them out. If you just kind of try to avoid them, then they're just going to keep piling up. That is my solution for dealing with Liberators as Protoss.
Yeah, puCK seems to have a really good grasp on it. Yep. And it's also the fact that he did a good job whittling down the bio units. So there wasn't that much to buff. It's a lot easier to pick off the Liberators when there's not much bio to defend them. Probe is scouting.
As they are wont to do.
As they do.
But yeah, just too many Protoss are like, oh, there's a Liberator or two. I can't pop in there. And it's like, look, they can't kill all of your Stalkers.
No, they can't. Like,
it's one of those what it feels like versus what it actually is situations, right? Like, you imagine your Stalkers go in there and they all die instantly.
Shout out Liberator to nice username.
Yeah, exactly. Nice username. Just one Liberator kills 5 Stalkers without blinking. But no, that's not what it is. You can get in there. You can get stuff done. Get stuff done with your Stalkers. They're better than Tempest in this situation.
Yeah. Future SCV scouting. He's got his Reaper moving across the map. Curious how puCK's going to open up this game. Last game was a Disruptor drop. There's Future kind of went for his little bit of mine stuff, but that didn't get too much done. Adept hits that Reaper. Good micro from puCK, keeping that probe alive, but oh, Future wants it. No, good save though.
Moving it to the other side, very nice.
Protoss players put in the work to make sure they don't lose anything to the Reaper. Is it bad that when I play Protoss I don't build an Adept because I can't be bothered to micro it?
You just go Stalker?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stalker's fine. I don't have a problem with that.
I just feel so bad every time I watch a pro game and I see them opening up with an Adept. And I think to myself, maybe one day. But not today.
Not today. Busy rushing Mothership. Oh yeah.
Wow, this Adept kind of just says hold my beer and runs on into the Terran main.
She'll be fine. Getting a scout off. She'll escape.
Oh, doesn't get an SCV.
No, but escaped.
Oh, maybe not. The Reaper. Oh no. Taking a shot or two from the Marine. That's going to do her in.
Got greedy. That's the problem.
She dead. And oh, Future. He takes note from their apparent best of 69.
I don't know who's pulling the boys, though. Hold on. What's coming up next?
Oh, ho, ho. Choo, choo.
The boys! Hooray!
The boys are back in town. puCK, though, very proactively moving out on the map with his Stalkers, which is a must when defending this kind of pressure. Every Marine that he shoots is good value for helping him hold this. And puCK, we all know, has very good micro, so this is helping him out a lot. Gets another Marine. Another one.
Beautiful.
Every second that he buys is absolutely huge for him. Just to build more units. He's warped in more Stalkers. Future's just taking so long to get this push off. This is actually looking really good for puCK. He's actually trying to focus down the tank. He gets the tank. That is just...
Wow.
Cannot be understated how important that is. Wow. Yeah, that is just, like, push gone.
SCVs lost all that mining time for effectively nothing. Problematic. Good thing mules exist, I suppose.
Yeah, and Future has kept up with his SCV production, so he's at 41 to 45. It's not terrible or anything. Where did all the stalkers go? There they are. Disruptor on the way for puCK. Looks like we'll probably be seeing that Disruptor drop again.
It's pretty effective stuff.
Yeah, I think so. Future has gone for a Viking, which is very notable for defending versus this. Stimpack on the way. Observer gets scanned. Nice of Future to clean that up. Looks like it will be Colossus once again coming out of Future. Also defending a Marine drop as this is going on. Oh, Future's going to unload onto these sentries. That's a little bit bold. Guardian Shield gets popped to help him out. 2 Marines for a sentry, not a bad trade. He's going to try and get another. The Immortal doing the work. Will get all the Marines, so that probably wasn't worth it.
No.
Disruptor hasn't gone in yet. puCK has actually elected to warp in a few Zealots based on the fact that there's siege tanks at the natural. How well this is going to do, though, I'm not sure. It looks like is he just going to unload in the mineral line and go for the friendly fire?
Go for friendly fire.
Unsiege by Future. Very wise play.
Wow. Instant unsiege. Great reaction.
Oh, no, puCK!
There.
Oh, that was bad. Bit of a miss micro.
I thought he was just going to leave.
Yeah, I thought so, too. His Disruptor, though, it's lurking in the shadows. puCK's looking for a big hit.
I don't know if there's
Oh, where's the shot? puCK's just pulling the Disruptor back, actually. And Future's pulling the boys. Oh, man, the SCVs are clumped. The Nova... Oh! Force Field goes down. Siege Tank gets picked off. puCK's actually committing onto this. Gets 2 Siege Tanks, but he's going to have to go all the way home. He really needs this Disruptor to get a big hit if he's going to hold this attack, I feel. There's simply too much Terran otherwise. He's going to have out 1 Colossus to help out. He will... Oh, there's the Nova! Oh, it gets picked off. Force Field. Okay, puCK buying a lot of time there, forcing Future to go the long way around. He's got shield batteries. He's warped in more Stalkers, warping in more Zealots. No charge or anything, but they will add in their muscle to the fight.
Tanks set up, not in a super threatening position. puCK does not have to engage there. Just losing SCVs here, man.
Yeah, losing money every second these boys are out on the field, too. More Disruptors on the way for puCK as well. Future's going to go for it. The fight is going to commence.
He can't just go, and he knows it.
Yeah, he's inching forward. Wow, this is actually looking pretty promising for puCK. All he's got to do is hold on a bit longer here. He's going to be baited into the Siege Tank shot, so he's going for it. This is a little bold for puCK. These slow Zealots not really contributing at all. Future, good focus fire, picks off the Colossus. Disruptor gets a big shot, but still a lot of Terran remains.
Additional Stalkers warping on in here. Shield batteries out of energy. Zealots trying to buffer a little bit here. SCV is going down. This small group of Marines. Is it enough?
Disruptor somewhere popping out? There it is.
There it is.
No major connections, though. puCK is still on the retreat. Siege tanks are inching closer towards him. Has Future been able to break his opponent? I think so, to be frank. puCK was so close to holding, but the GG gets called.
The tanks arrive, wrecking everything. Incredible. Incredible play there. The secondary pull the boys all in, gets it done for Future in game number 2.
I think the choice for puCK to go in and try and take that was a little bit preemptive.
Yeah, should have stayed back, kept the Colossus alive, kept the Disruptors alive. He was trying to focus down one of the tanks, and he did get the tank, but he lost the Colossus in the meantime, which is bad. So nicely done. Nicely done there by a Future, bringing the boys, bringing the power. Tons of Marines, not a lot of splash damage remaining. And
no, that was well done. The fact that he was able to get the Colossus with the tanks really did a lot, because that was puCK's real only damage against Mass Marine and SCV. Maybe Future should have gone for Adepts instead. Instead of all those Zealots he warped, or puCK should have gone for Adepts instead.
Yeah, maybe with Resonating Glaives.
No, even without, they're better than Zealots, I think. I don't know. It's tough to say.
It is.
All right, this best of 3 continues on. We have had a lot of close series today.
Everyone has gone to the 3rd game.
This is no exception. Spawning in the bottom right-hand side of the map, it's Future.
And spawning in the top left, he's yellow, looking fancy. It's puCK. Copenhagen us. Yeah, I watched 50 of those games. It's familiar.
Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, after this we will be having another TvP. Masa versus Estrella. Then the winner versus Ruff. And the winner versus the winner of this. So all in all, we've got 2 best of 3s after this, and then a best of 7. Probe moving across the map. I really like how puCK plays kind of very open to receive what Future's sending at him, it would seem. But in the end, he still wasn't able to make the hold. Like, he knew it was coming. He just, I think, kind of really misjudged that fight. Like, even sacking the 3rd, I feel, would have been a better option there.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Just staying alive, pulling back to a better choke would have been good.
And if he didn't even lose the Prism after that, too. Keep in mind, he lost a Prism with 3 Zealots in it relatively early on in the game.
That's true.
SCV. Going around, doing his thing. Oh, this probe. A little bit exposed. Reaper heading to the back of the Protoss base, just looking for what it can see. Adept hot in pursuit. Might get the Reaper. Where's the probe? The probe's there. He's looking for it. Oh, good call by Future. Oh. The probe would not have killed it anyway. It would have had 1 HP. So. Oh. Whoa, that is close.
The Reaper thinks it's Lucky Stars that has a jetpack anyway.
I wish I had a jetpack. Although not if I had to fight Protoss.
No.
It's not worth. Oh. Well, yeah, this Reaper really should be counting as Lucky Stars. Oh, maybe not. No, maybe so. Oh, Future. You mad lad. The amount of work those players put in to fight that, and then all of a sudden puCK is going to have to deal with 2 Hellions running towards the space. I think those probes are in a bit of trouble. Good recall from puCK, I feel. Yeah, the Adept and the Stalker show up. Gonna really help clean this up much, much quicker than it could have been. Only 4 probes go down. Even more getting pulled to ensure that Hellion dies. Wow, well done by puCK.
You murdered our friends, but you're not getting out. Cloak Banshee on the way from Future. That's new. Haven't seen any Cloak Banshee in the series yet.
Yeah, the Cloak Banshee really is a cool addition versus Protoss. It's nothing that's really ever had a super, I guess, definitive place. By the way, it totally gets seen by puCK.
In case you were wondering.
And that's probably part of the reason why it's never had a definitive place, because there's times in which it's like, Cloak Banshee is a really good idea at this point. You never really know how Cloak Banshee and TvP is going to go.
Right. It could be incredible, and it could get nothing done.
Apparently puCK didn't see it, though. Okay, he's building a shield battery in his main.
Yeah, one shield battery just shuts down a Banshee instantly. It's incredible.
Really is good. These probes are going to have to run a little bit. That Banshee, going to pick them off. Oh, where's the obs? There's the obs. More stalkers in the main. Looks like this Banshee going to have a bad go. Oh, those stalkers took the long way around, I feel. They maybe could have headed that off a bit better. Anyway, not the end of the world there for puCK. He defends, minimal damage. Future is going 2 bases, so puCK is staying 2 base a little bit longer himself. He's also got an Observer moving out on the map and a Prism with a Disruptor in it, so similar opening for puCK. Seems to have found his bread and butter. These 2 Banshees are going to be moving on in.
2 Banshees.
2 is better than 1, there's no doubt about that. Oh, not microing that. That's because of the Disruptor drop. Hellions get into the main base, but there's a shield battery. And so all this harassment isn't really amounting to too much. puCK has lost 10 probes this game, but for the amount that Future has put in, being 2 Banshees, 4 Hellions, that's really not a ton. And also 6 SCVs died to the counter. Disruptor coming on in. Siege tank there, though. Oh, Disruptor gets a lot of Marines. What a mess. What a mess. That's horrible. That was 6 Marines for a Disruptor. Alright, Future says, choo-choo, all aboard.
You know what it's time for?
Pull the boys! I feel like, you know that, like, the whistle that the conductor pulls down on? Of, like, a train that goes, hoo-hoo. I wish I had one of those for every time a Terran pulled the boys.
You can get, like, a little train whistle you blow onto. It's made out of wood. It's not that big and pretty cheap.
Get a conductor hat?
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad idea.
I bet you could find one on Amazon pretty cheap. Anyway, here come the boys. 2 tanks, bunch of Marines. I know what you're talking about.
puCK is dropping Zealots on top of the army. Hot delivery. And this attack is looking a lot weaker than the previous one. Although puCK still has to pull back, but he's got a shield battery to retreat to. His Colossus stays alive, which is very important. The Disruptor will have another shot soon. And Future has really committed a lot here. Oh, it gets the Disruptor before it picks off the tank. That is actually really good for him. Colossus is going to be getting microed here in this Prism. puCK very good with his micro. Another Colossus on the way out. Two Colossus now out for puCK makes this situation infinitely better for him. Extended Thermal Lance and Charge Finish. That's everything a Protoss needs to just pounce on top of the Terran.
Time to go.
And pounce he does. I think puCK's looking good to clean this up. The tanks are going down as Zealots get a lot of connection. Future is going to retreat, but he is in a tough, tough situation right now.
I don't think there's coming back from this. I mean, mules are good.
Yeah, mules are good, but they don't hold back Colossus and charge lots.
Trying to sneak on in with a handful of Marines and gets
Ooh,
himself done.
recall.
Call. And gets out of there with it too, which is really nice.
Completely pulling back puCK. However, puCK not skipping a beat.
Oh boy.
GG, that's it. puCK takes the 2-1. And gets his
nice
revenge from their best of 69.